This is a brief demo for the wireless FDS timing solution for TREC. We have two sets of wireless photocells, the wireless T-box, and we have the smart Chrono app on the iPad. So I'm going to switch on, power on the photocells. I've already done a short video for this, but it's a two-stage process. Press, release, press and hold. And the transmitter, press, release, press and hold. The receiver at the finish, press, release, press and hold. Transmitter, press, release, press and hold. So I've also labelled my photocells start and finish, just to make it easier for the initial setup so we know where they're going. Power on the T-box, press, release, press and hold. You'll see the synchronization here now. So the T-box is now synchronized to the photocells. And we can just do a quick test of the photocells. We can prove that they're working. We'll see the LEDs here illuminating as I'm interrupting the infrared on the photocells. So I'm going to come to the iPad now and quickly set up a competition. New, start, finish. Nothing required here unless you want information on the printout. If you do, you can populate those fields accordingly. Next. Number of intermediates is none. Training mode wants to be activated. Time precision, I think for TREC is 1/100ths of a second. Start gate identification, here we want manual because we're going to tell the iPad which competitor's next at the start. The finish gate is in running sequence. It will automatically assign the finish to each competitor. None of these others are required, so I'll click next. USB timing box, we need to activate this. And here we need to put series, that's the model of the T-box is 41, and the serial number. And for this one, we can see on the bottom is 690. So I've entered 690 here. The start gate is input A radio, and the finish gate is input B radio. We don't have a printer or display connected. I can click test connection. Here we'll see the T-box with its battery information and Bluetooth strength. And then we'll see the photocells here with their serial numbers. I can click back. I can click next. I'm going to quickly add a new competitor. And I'm going to save and add, and I'm going to add a second competitor. Enter. I'm going to save and exit. 2 competitors enough for now. I'm going to save the competition. One other useful piece of information is in the T-box display and printer settings is this lock time alongside the A and B, the start gate and finish gate. I would normally put that as 1 second. Enter. 1.00, enter. And what this basically does is it stops you having a second impulse on the photocells as the horse passes through. You won't have the front leg and then the back leg. So you can enter that 1 second, 2 seconds should be fine. So, main menu. I've got my competitors done. I'm now going to start competition. It's going to connect to the T-box now via Bluetooth. And we can say new synchronization from iPad time. That's just going to set the time of day on the T-box. So we're running on time of day. And then when we're ready, it's green, we can start timing. We can see up here that T-box is connected with the battery power and the signal strength. I'm going to unblock the inputs, because if we don't unblock them, you won't receive the inputs from the photocells. So they are now unblocked. I'm going to enter my first competitor, competitor number 1, enter, and we can see rider 1 is at the start. And I'm going to use a ruler here to just interrupts the infrared on the photocells. So we have running time, and I'm going to interrupt at the canter finish, and we have our finish time. So that's his first run. Now he's going to do the walk. So we can say down here, SF swap, that's going to swap our photocells around in the app. These will go to yellow, so we know that they're reversed. I'll enter my competitor number again, competitor 1, because he's on the return. And now we have to remember that he's going reverse up the track. So here we go. Our time is running for the walk back. And then we'll go through the finish again. And we have our time. I'll just do one more rider. Rider 2. So rider 2 is ready at the start. But I have to remember to switch the start and finish around. So back down here, start, finish, swap, yes. We're back to white. So we're now going from this end again for the canter. So we have our running time for the canter and through the finish. Our finish time for the canter. He now wants to make the return walk back. So it's SF swap again. Yes. Back to yellow. Enter my competitor number again. To enter. And now he's ready for the walk back in reverse. Our running time. And through the finish, we have our finish time. I can now click up in the top here, results, and I can see the positions of the two. I can also drill down and select, and I can see both times for the canter and the walk. Obviously, run was the canter and 2 was the walk back. Select rider 2, and I can see both of his times here too. If you like to export those, there's a button down here, and you can export those PDF or CSV. And once you click those, it'll open up your email, and you can email those direct from the app.